Have you ever witnessed a single act of kindness completely turn someone's life around? Well, get ready, because this is one of those stories that restores faith in humanity and proves that good still exists in the world. It was a hot afternoon in Montgomery, Alabama. The summer sun beat down mercilessly on the winding country road that stretched far beyond what the eye could see. Most people avoided being outside for too long, but for 12-year-old Jamal Carter, the heat was just another part of the day. He had just finished helping younger kids with their homework at the community center and was on his way home when he noticed something unusual up ahead. A black Bentley was parked on the side of the road, its back tire completely flat. Standing beside the car was an older gentleman in a tailored navy blue suit, clearly frustrated as he fiddled with his phone. Jamal, always ready to lend a hand, came forward. "Need some help, sir?" he asked politely. The man glanced down, his face lined with impatience. "I appreciate the offer, kid, but I already called roadside assistance. They said it'll take over an hour," he replied, exhaling sharply. "I've got an important meeting to get to." Jamal's eyes darted to the tire. "I can fix that for you. My uncle owns a repair shop, and he taught me how to change tires," he said confidently. The man paused, a mix of disbelief and amusement crossing his features. "Really? You're sure you can do it?" "Positive," Jamal replied with a wide grin, rolling up his sleeves as he knelt by the car. While Jamal worked, the man couldn't help but comment, "You know, I wasn't expecting help from someone your age. Most people your age are glued to their phones." Jamal chuckled as he loosened the lug nuts. "I like using my hands and my mind for something useful," he said, his tone light and sincere. He carefully removed the damaged tire and replaced it with the spare. Every move was precise, and soon the car was back in working order. The man stepped closer, his tone softening. "What's your name, son?" "Jamal Carter, sir." "Well, Jamal, you just saved me a lot of time and stress. I owe you one," the man said, offering a genuine smile as he reached into his wallet and pulled out a crisp $100 bill. "Here, take this." Jamal hesitated and shook his head firmly. "I don't need any money, sir. My mom always says we should help people just because it's the right thing to do." The man knelt to be at eye level with Jamal. "You're a remarkable young man. Tell me, what do you want to be when you grow up?" Jamal's eyes lit up. "An engineer. I want to build things that make life easier for everyone." "That's a fine dream," the man said thoughtfully. "I'm David Langston, by the way. I happen to be the CEO of Langston Industries. I see a lot of potential in you, Jamal." Jamal smiled shyly, and for a moment, the heat of the day seemed to cool down around them. "Thank you, Mr. Langston." David patted Jamal's shoulder. "Remember, never let anyone tell you that you can't do something because of who you are. One act of kindness or brilliance can change everything." "I'll be on my way, but keep being the incredible person you are, Jamal." He drove off, leaving Jamal standing with a mixture of pride and wonder. Before we move on, hit that like button and subscribe if you believe in the power of kindness. Now let's see what happened the next day. The following morning, Jamal's mother, Lisa Carter, was in the kitchen preparing breakfast when a sleek Bentley pulled up outside their modest home. Jamal, still in his pajamas and rubbing sleep from his eyes, peered through the window and exclaimed, "Mom! Look, it's the man from yesterday!" Lisa wiped her hands on a towel and hurried to the door. When she opened it, David Langston was there, this time dressed in a smart, casual button-down shirt and slacks. His face was warm, his smile genuine. "Mrs. Carter, I'm David Langston. Your son helped me yesterday, and I couldn't let that go unnoticed." Lisa's eyes shimmered with pride as she invited him inside. Jamal ran into the living room, still a bit dazed. "Hi, Mr. Langston," he said politely. David said without any hesitation, "Jamal, what you did yesterday was extraordinary. I'd like to talk with you about your future." Jamal's eyes widened. "My future?" David nodded. "Yes. I have a scholarship program at Langston Industries that supports young, talented individuals with big dreams. I'd like to sponsor you, covering everything from high school tuition to college and beyond. I believe you have the potential to be a great engineer, and I want to help you get there." Lisa gasped softly, overwhelmed. "This is life-changing, Jamal." "Are you sure, Mr. Langston?" "Absolutely," David replied, his tone reassuring. "Talent and integrity like yours deserve every opportunity, And remember, this isn't just about academics. It's about shaping a future where everyone is given a fair chance. Later that day, over a cup of sweet tea on the front porch, Lisa and David sat down to discuss more than just Jamal's scholarship. Their conversation grew deeper as David shared stories from his own childhood and early struggles. "I wasn't always where I am now," he confided. "I faced many challenges, and sometimes people doubted me because of my background. But those obstacles made me who I am today, and I learned that unity and support can break down any barrier." Lisa nodded. "We've always taught Jamal that every person matters, regardless of their color or background. Your kindness today has shown him and us that generosity can bridge the divide." In the weeks that followed, the news of Jamal's scholarship spread throughout the community. At the community center, where Jamal had once helped younger kids, a group of students gathered around him, brimming with questions. "Jamal, would you come back and teach us some of those engineering tricks?" asked a curious young girl. Jamal grinned. "Of course. I want us all to learn and grow together. I believe that when we share what we know, we can all shine brighter." During one of these sessions, David visited the community center. He sat among the children and teachers, engaging in conversation and listening intently. One teacher, Mr. Henderson, remarked, "David, it's heartening to see someone of your stature investing in our future. It shows that unity and kindness are values that transcend every boundary." David smiled. "I believe that by uplifting our youth, we can dismantle prejudices and build a stronger community." Jamal's act of kindness wasn't just about fixing a tire. It was about proving that even the smallest gesture can create lasting change. That afternoon, as the sun began to set, David organized a small celebration at the community center. He invited local residents, community leaders, and even some of his colleagues to share stories of unity and support. The event buzzed with dialogue and laughter. When it was time for a short speech, David stood up, looking directly at Jamal. "Today we celebrate not just a young boy's kindness, but a commitment to a future free from prejudice. Jamal reminded us that every act of goodness matters. I want everyone here to know that our strength lies in our unity. We are all part of one community, and together we can overcome any challenge, including the divisions of racism." The crowd erupted into applause, and among the cheers, Jamal's eyes shone with tears of joy. He felt a deep connection with every person in that room, a feeling of belonging and mutual respect that transcended all differences. Later that evening, as the celebration wound down, Jamal's best friend Malik pulled him aside. "Man, you really changed things today. I'm proud of you." Jamal smiled modestly. "I just did what felt right. It's amazing how one small act can make a big difference." Malik nodded, adding, "We need more of that in the world. One day we'll be the ones helping others too." And so, as Jamal continued his journey towards becoming an engineer, his heart remained full of gratitude and hope. His simple act of helping with a flat tire had rippled outwards, uniting people from all walks of life and reminding everyone that no matter where you come from, your potential is limitless. What do you think? Would you have taken the same chance to help a stranger? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's celebrate the unity that brings us all together.